Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Organisation. Organisation is very important, especially if you're in GCSE or your A-level years. I mean, you're going to be getting lots of work, lots of tests, lots of homework as the year progresses at the same time. So it's extremely useful to have an organisation system which works for you. So in this video, I intend to give you some advice, some tips, some new organisation systems you've probably never thought of before, and how they've helped me throughout my 6, I suppose, and a bit years of high school. So let's get into the video. But before we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, because it just lets me know that you're enjoying the content, you're finding the content useful, and I should continue. So let's go on to number 1. Academic planners. Now, academic planners are amazing analog ways to record homework, tests, homework, etc. They're really good for to-do lists as well. Last year I used the Jacademic planner. This year, however, I was in Tesco and I found this book. I had a look at it and saw that, lo and behold, it just gave you a day and gave you some stuff. And I thought, you know what, I'll buy it. It was £1. They can be very cheap and affordable, seriously. And how I use these is when I get home from school, I write down everything I want to do and tick them off as I do it. I also write down things I had to get done, other things not school related that just had to be done. They'd be written down using my panda pen my Chinese teacher gave me. And yeah, there's room for notes at the bottom. I even told you the phases of the moon, which is interesting, I suppose. But yeah, I would literally come home, I would write down all the videos I wanted to edit that day or release. I'd write down the homeworks I wanted to do, the homework, things I had to read, things I had to copy in, tests I had. I had a chemistry test last week, and yeah, it worked really well. It was a great way of remembering what to do, having a very concise to-do list, and being able to tick things off as I went. So yeah, I found that pretty useful. But then we move on to number 2, and we're gonna have to move around for this one because this is not on my desk, this is now on my wall, which you can actually see there. Let's go to my whiteboards. I am not joking when I say the things, like recording my whiteboard is next to impossible. There's lights in the way, there are other lights in the way. Recording a whiteboard is difficult, but we're going to give it our best attempt. So if you come a little bit closer, which I hopefully will be able to do without everything falling over, just about, you can see I have this table here, which pretty much states the day, homework, and if I have a test. So this is too tall for me now. So as you can see, the day is Monday. I literally just put that under Monday. Not sure my note day is, but to show, is there anything for the next day that needs to be done. So I finished this homework today. It gets ticked off. That reminds me that I've done it, and I do not remove them once I've done them. I keep them up until tomorrow when I come home. I will run them off because they are no longer due homeworks. If they're due, I like to know that they're due, and I like to be able to go, okay, I've done that homework. I go into school thinking, yes, those are the 3 homeworks I got for tomorrow. I've done them all. So as you can see, I have 3 homeworks due tomorrow. I have 1 due on Wednesday, and then I have 1 due on Friday so far. It is only Monday. I did have 4 homeworks due today, but they've been rubbed off because it's no longer Monday. In my test column, it's nice and clean at the minute. There are no tests for me to do, which is kind of nice, to be honest, because I had one already. And yeah, it was written there. But this is a great way of being able to visualize when homeworks are for, all in one place, and you can even say this was due next Wednesday. Put an arrow under it just to say that it's not this one, it's the one after. And then yeah, I like to just take them off as I do them, which really just shows me that I've done them, but lets me know what was due. I also color coded them In case you haven't noticed, just to make it look nice, we have orange, red, purple, blue, green, and I just associate those colours with those days now because that is how I've done it for 2 years at this, 3 years maybe? 2 or 3 years at this point, so it's kind of ingrained in my head to associate those colours with those days. It also is the order in which my whiteboard markers came. So yeah, where did I get these whiteboards? It's a great question. I bought one of them in Lidl's, which is the one on my other wall which I use for writing notes, drawing diagrams, that kind of thing. And then this one was bought off Amazon for about 15, 20 maybe. It's not too expensive to buy a whiteboard. I'm really happy with this. It's actually changed the way I've done school, so really love it. Highly recommend getting a whiteboard if you have the space. If you don't, you can get a smaller whiteboard like the one I have on my other wall, and you can keep it resting up against the wall, put it on the floor, whatever. It's extremely useful. Okay, so yeah, on to number 3 now. We have digital. Now, this is kind of a new thing for me. Well, when I say it's a new thing for me, it's not really. I've used various different digital organisation softwares. I used OneNote for quite a while, however they then accidentally, I don't know, something was like, basically everything was deleted on me, and I don't know if it's because I was using it offline and then synced the offline version to the online version or something, and I got rid of something. I have no idea, but all my stuff disappeared, so that kind of annoyed me, so then I went back to analog for a while. However, I found this app, this software called Notion. I was actually watching on Jude's latest video, and she mentioned this. So obviously I had to get it, I had to try it, and I'm still in the process of building. My page. However, I'm going to show you some things about what you can do. But I find this amazing. So this is my personal home. I have a calendar which I've started to put things in. There's not much in there yet. I only have been using this for about 5 days now. So I'm in the process of setting things up. But here's my personal home. I'm actually going to change the cover. I've been meaning to change the cover for so long at this point. Let's just look for something homey. Something that's nice. No? Yes, this. What does this look like? You can always have a look. No, that's a bit weird. I'll go for house then. Okay. That's, I mean, none of these look anything like my house, but this one looks quite nice. It's a little cottage. And then I'm actually going to reposition it, just to go like that. There we go. Oh, we didn't save that. There's my little house. Save. Okay. So here's my personal home. And here we have To-Do Central. Now this is where all my to-do lists go. There's loaded, got my thing here. Timer for to-do. And so you can see my massive to-do list. And I have sorted this by date, done, and importance. So the order goes date first, so they're in when they're due order. Done, so then the ones that are done go to the top, and then priority. So basically the order goes urgent is obviously at the top, then important is second, non-priority today, then non-priority movable, the study period. That's the order of priority. And so, as you can see, all the blue ones I have done today, which looks like quite a lot, but I like to break tasks up quite a bit just to make sure that if I do start procrastinating, I'm not procrastinating on too much, because then once I take something off, you do get that rush of, wow, I've accomplished something, and the smaller you break up the tasks, the more things you get to tick off. And then at the end of the day, I will go through and I will literally delete, and they are gone. I'd have to do this. Now I do keep the things on my whiteboard as well. The whiteboard doesn't go because I like to use it just to visualize without having to go into anything. It's always there. You can view it in different view modes. There's also board view. Now I've just deleted all that stuff, so it's just chemistry, here, which is important, and then it's in the order. I can move study period to here if I want, rather than no tags being there. You can add another group. But that is my main to-do list. Now, what you can also do in this, which I'll go into in this video, is this is basically like my whiteboard, except on here, and it's just calendar view. You can also view it in table, where I've just sorted it by subject. Now, let me see, I have now completed this from today, and I completed this, so I'm going to delete those because they are no longer relevant. It's just those two homeworks I have left to do. I got a lot done today, to be honest, pretty productive. But then, yeah, you can sort things out very easily here. Now I'm going to do a full video on Notion because I love it so much, and yeah, stay tuned for that. But I absolutely love using this. I've even used this to look at this video. Hey guys, look at this one. Wow. Do you'll see this? Do you'll see this? Yeah. But yeah, we're currently here. But yes, Notion allows you to keep organization how you want it. It allows free structure, and it's great for students, or there's also a free version. I'm using the free version at the minute because I don't have a student email. Well done me. But honestly, the free version is pretty much the same. But I like how the organization is completely up to you. You don't have to follow anything. And Jude gives some things that I have kind of taken and changed. For example, the to-do central is based off hers, that I've kind of brought it into the way I want it. I have my YouTube video output planner and video just bank videos, that kind of thing. I'm using it for school, but I'll go into that in a different video. And also for VS Demol, I am taking notes on the characters in this, so what a great way to use Notion. And now on to number 4, which are more key organizational advice. So these are just kind of general things that I think really need to be pushed, really need to be at the forefront of your mind when you're organizing. So the order in which you do tasks is very important. In fact, it could make or break your productive afternoon or evening. So I like to do things in the order in which they are due. For example, if I have a homework that's due on a Tuesday, a homework that's due on a Wednesday, and a homework that's due on a Thursday, I'm most likely going to do them in order Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That is because if I do the one on the Wednesday and it takes longer than expected, well, the one on Tuesday is not being done for Tuesday. However, if Tuesday takes longer than expected, that's okay, because I still have another day to do Wednesday's homework. However, sometimes you may want to order things so that the easiest thing that'll take the shortest amount of time, that you know will take the shortest amount of time, is done first. This means that you get that boost whenever you take it off. So for example, sometimes I might come home and do short maths homework first, no matter when it's for, because I know it won't be too difficult. It won't necessarily take long. So just get it done and move on. And I like it that way. Just, get it done, move on. One thing done already. I like to do that if there's something that's I really don't want to do. I might split it up into a lot more smaller parts. For example, there was a further maths homework, a very specific further maths homework, which we're not going to mention because it was awful, that I had to split into 2 questions at a time. I had to just do 2 questions, take it off, come back, do 2 more, and eventually got through it, but I was doing other things in between because it was taking hours and hours to do this homework. Another point is you should be checking what is due the next day or that day in the morning or the night before. Check what subjects you have. Make sure you didn't have any homework that you haven't done or any reading you had to do. Make sure that's not a thing, and get it done if you haven't done it. But I'd recommend doing that either the night before or early in the morning so that you have time to correct, time to do something. And that should really just prevent forgetfulness. You do not want to be forgetting stuff, let's be honest. At this point, you can't be forgetting. There's just no room for forgetting. Most of the homeworks you do are kind of necessary, so get them done. Also, just recommend, try as hard as you can to balance homework and revision. You're going to need to get stuff done as soon as possible, revision-wise. Don't leave it to the end of a topic, because let's just say I've been taking notes in biology, like making my own notes throughout the topic, and it's already a massive workload, so do not be leaving it to the end because you will not have time. You'll not have time to do all the notes for one topic at the end of that topic because you're going to have so much other work to get done at the same time. It's just going to be a bit overwhelming. So I recommend a bit of balance between homeworks and revision. But yeah, organisation, do it. Honestly, it will make you feel so much better. It'll make you perform so much better. You will feel so much better. You'll feel more in control of your time. I don't like to micromanage my time. I don't like to say from this time to this time I want to do this. I like to just get something done. And sometimes I find if I micromanage my time, I get unmotivated and just can't be bothered. So yeah, highly recommend just organisation. Organisation to the max. If you want that, if you don't want so much organisation, that's perfectly fine. You need to find a system that works for you. And I've given you four interesting systems that work for me. They may work for you, they may not, but I hope you find the one that works for you. But that is all we have time for today. If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, do all that stuff. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.